Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our phonics lesson. Now, today we're going to be learning a new sound, but first let's recall the sounds that we already know. So that's mean we're going to review the sounds we know. T, 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 t. Ah, ah, ah. And our new sound today is I, I, I. And its name is I. Can you say that? I. I makes the sound I, I. Now let's have our song.
Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spread all over the desk. Inky's wet.
Amazing singing, everyone. Now let's see if we can spot our I sound. So we need to wake up our pointing fingers. And let's see if you can point to an I. And point. There's one. I wonder if you can find another one for me. And point. That's right. There's some down there. Let's see if you can find one more I. So find a different I for me. And point. And there we go. There's lots of I on our screen. I wonder if you could find the sound P, P, P. You're right, there's one there. Can you find another P? There. Fantastic pointing, everyone. I loved how you used your magnet eyes to look on the screen and find our sounds. Now, what we're going to do is look at some pictures of words that begin with our sound I. Oh, sorry. I, I, I. I, I, igloo. Igloo. I, iguana. So it's a special type of lizard. I, iguana. I, ink. I, ink. And you're right, it looks like a card, but it's something you get when you get invited to a birthday party. It's a invitation. Can you say that? Invitation. Now we're going to write our sound. So when we write the sound, what we say is down the body and a dot for the head. Can you say that with me? Down the body, a dot for the head. One more time. Down the body and a dot for the heads. Excellent, everyone. Now you're ready to write it on your boards or on your paper.
All right, we're ready to write our sound I. Now, when we write our sound I, the letter I, what we need to do, just like we were practicing, is go down the body and a dot for the heads. So watch me again. So starting at the second line here, I'm going to go down the body and a dot for his heads. Down the body and a dot for his head. I'd like for you to try now.
Now what we're going to do is do some reading. Now, what you're going to notice when we read words this time, the I isn't going to be at the beginning. It's going to be in the middle of our words. So we're going to have 3 sounds to read in our words, and I is always going to be in the middle. It's going to be the second sound. Here we go. P, it, pit. What's the word? Pit. Let's do it again. P, it, pit. Pit. Can you read it to me? Excellent. Now these pictures will help us here. I wonder if you know what those are. They are seeds, you're right, but they've got a special name, these ones. Here we go. P, I, P, pip. P, I, P, pip. Pip. That word is pip. Can you read it to me now? Good job. P, I, pip. Pip. And you're right, that is tomato soup, isn't it? But it's in something. So let's read that word. It's a T, I, N, tin. T, I, N, tin. Tin. You read it to me. Excellent. T, I, N, tin. You're right, that is a cat. So let's see if we can read that word and see what he is doing. S, I, T, sit. S, I, T, sit. Sit. Excellent. Right, now we're going to do some blendings. That means that we won't have pictures to help us. Let's see if you can try that on your own first, using your sounds. Good, let's read it together now. P, I, P, pip. Pip. I want you to try reading that first. Good. Let's read it together. T, I, N, tin. Tin. You have a go first. Good. Now let's read it together. P, I, T, pit. Pit. And our last word is, let's read this one all together actually. And this is our last word. I'd like for you to try reading it first. Good. Let's read it together. S, I, T, sit. Sit. Now we're going to write our word.
All right. Now we're going to start writing our words. Now today we're going to write 2 words. The first word we're going to write is it. You say it. 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 Let's use our fingers to say the sounds together. So we're going to need 2 sounds for this. We're going to need an I and a T. It. 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 I'd like for you to try writing our word, it. All right. I'm going to write the word it now. So you take a look at your work and see if you've got all the sounds. So I've got for it, we need a I and a t. Like that. Now if you have written an I and a t in this order for our word it, give yourself a tick. If you haven't written it, that's all right. Let's write it together. We're going to go make our I first. So write it. And now we're going to do our t. So we got our I, t, it. You read it to yourself. Good. You've written the word and read the word it. And give yourself a tick like that. Now we're going to write our second word. And our second word is the word sit. Can you say that? Sit. What sounds can we hear in sit? Well, we have 3 sounds. We have a s, I, t, sit. S, I, t, sit. You say it with me now. S, I, t, sit. Sit. I'd like for you to write those letters now for our word sit. So you have a try first. All right, I'm going to write the word sit now. So what were those 3 sounds we needed? We needed a s, I, t, sit. S, I, t, sit. So I need a s, an I, and a t. S, I, t, sit. If you've written this, I want you to give yourself a tick for getting it right. Now, if you haven't written it, that's all right. We're going to write it together, all together now. So here we go. So when we write sit, we need to write a s, I, t, like that. S, I, t, sit. Now, if you've written it, I would like for you to give yourself a tick.
All right, now it's time for us to read our tricky words. Let's see which ones you can remember from last time. I, at, is, Now we're going to read a sentence. You are going to read a sentence now. All right, so using our pointing fingers to point to the words. So here we go. We've read this word before. Let's sound it out. Pip. So start again. The pip is in the, we know this one too, don't we? Tin. So let's read it all together now. The pip is in the tin. One more time. The pip is in the tin. You read it to me now. Brilliant reading, everyone. Thank you for joining me in your phonics lesson today. Have a fantastic day.